welcome back to the channel. I have a new collection update. I bought a bunch of cards. I went to the West Coast Card Show, Anaheim, California, August 2025. I'll put what it looks like up on the screen so y'all can see what I went to. To give you an idea of the size of this thing and what what the plan was for this day, what you're looking at here is 221,000 square feet. It's 530 feet by 325 feet. I wanted to look this up because I wanted to give you guys an idea of what the task was. I only went for one day. This was a 3-day event, but I really only had time for one day. And I was there for 7 hours, roughly. But to give you an idea of how big this hall was this is an Anaheim Convention Center. It's bigger than a Walmart would be, or it's bigger than one of those big super Targets. So it's basically it's the equivalent of a massive warehouse, effectively, the size of this thing. Or you can maybe say it's like 2 football fields deep, and wide almost. So it was a huge room, and there was over 1,100 tables of cards. So the task was to get through all 1,100 tables in 7 hours. Not an easy task. Fortunately, this entire left side, I found out when I went in, was all trading card game section. So, and the entire right side was sports section with some trading card, mostly Pokemon. So I was here for 99% sports, but there was 1 or 2 trading cards I was interested in, so I knew I was going to stop by on the left side briefly, and I'll show that near the end here. So I spent a pretty good amount of money, definitely more than I spent last time I went to this show. When was that? About 6 months ago or so. So I sometimes get asked, like, what's the point of, you're wasting money, you're buying, cardboard, why are you doing this, right? Couple reasons, I would say. First of all, I really like the cards. I grew up with a lot of these cards. I've always collected cards, whether it's a trading card game or a sports card, pretty much since I was a kid until forever. So it's just fun. They make me happy. Some of these cards I'll show you some of these cards later. I just like having them. And they're also kind of investment pieces. They're not worth it. Some of them are not worth a ton, or they're maybe not gonna go up in value necessarily, but some of them are, right? So, you just sit on them, and someday down the road, if you feel like selling them, you can get value out of them, right? So it's much better than buying things that have no value, right? What was I looking for going into this show? The main thing is I wanted to get pieces that mean something to me. So you'll see as we go through some of the stuff I got some Ken Griffey Jr. cards. He was my favorite baseball player of all time. I have some signed stuff from, actors from shows, or my favorite shows and movies of all time. Autographs on cards are really something I've really been looking for. I want autographs of people who, they meant something to me growing up or even now. So I had a good idea of the type of cards I wanted going in. And there was a few specific cards I was looking for, but I also anything caught my eye. So to get through this big of a room in 7 hours, is not easy. So I had to get pretty good at doing quick scans of tables to make sure to see if there was anything even remotely that I was interested in. So I would kind of skip around, right? So if I'm not a big football person. I don't collect a lot of football, American football, or soccer for that matter. So tables that were mostly those, I would just skip by. Um, I would skip tables that had no pricing. I didn't have a ton of time to walk up, ask prices and whatnot. I just wanted to see quickly what they were asking, and I could still go from there. Um, if I saw a card I liked at a table and it was priced, I checked online to see what any kind of sales were on that card, if there were any. If the price was anywhere close to those sales, I'd make an offer on the card. If the asking price was way over the comps, which comps are basically what it's been selling for, I usually just kind of moved on quickly. So I came in with a few cards I definitely wanted and left with a nice haul, so I'm going to show them all to you right now. So the first thing I like to do at any card show, I've been to probably not too many, probably like 5 or 6 now. Because it can be so overwhelming, you really have to have a goal in mind. But also, sometimes you can get, at least I can get, a little frozen on not buying anything. I'll just walk through a bunch of tables and not buy anything. The best thing to do for that, for me, is to make a small little deal to start to get things rolling. You want to kind of break the ice that, okay, I'm ready to buy stuff now. So I like to go to the little value boxes and go right to King Griffey Jr. insert cards. Most of these are not worth much, probably $1 or $2. There's some that are worth a little more, 5 to 10. But you know, this is a good thing to go through and kind of get the ball rolling, get the blood pumping in a way. It's an awesome card there. To see, you know, get the buying flow going, I guess you could say. Got a few of this new 2024 Topps, I believe it is, yeah. So I collect King Griffey Jr. insert cards over the, you know, this is a cool one, 1991 Post Serial. That's really cool. And I just kind of sometimes skim through these. Some of the dealers have the, you know, the top players in different sports over the years. They'll have, you know, little boxes of those players. That's a cool one, Sports Illustrated for kids. And I'll just go through, and if I see any inserts I've either never seen before or I don't have, this is a cool one, a book. I'll just pick it up. Some of these I may have. I might have to check my stack of inserts. But most of these I've either never seen or don't have. So this is cool to pick these up. I think I paid, you know, not much, 40, 50 bucks for a stack of Griffey inserts. This is kind of cool, little promotional use only card, Upper Deck 94. Never seen that. It's kind of cool. I picked up a couple of those. It's really cool. This is a cool card, another Post. This is a 1990 Post card. That's really cool. There's a Jumbo California Sunflower Seeds autograph series, even though it's not a real autograph, but 1991. That's really cool. Here's a decal card, reusable decal 92. Really cool. And then I got the, this is really cool. I got the Mother's Cookies 1991 with father and son card. That's really cool. I got the King Griffey Sr. in the back. That's sick. This is still in the, this came in a package of Mother's Cookies. It was still sealed. This is definitely a pickup I wanted to get. Really cool there. I have all his rookie mother. He has a full set of Mother's Cookie rookie cards from '89. I have all of those. But this one I didn't have, so that's really cool. So, thought that was a nice way to start the show. Just get a lot of cool Griffey cards, and as soon as I bought these, I was like, you know what, I'm ready to actually like buy some cards now. So I'm definitely happy with this, and it's kind of like my starting point for most card shows now, is to do like a little deal like this to get the ball rolling. So one of the guys I really want someday, and I did not do it at this show, I'm gonna have to wait a bit, is I want a Kobe Bryant autograph on card. Those start at $2 to $3 grand. Start at $2 to $3 grand. There, it goes way up from there. For those of you who don't know, a Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan autograph card just sold for $13 million. Obviously, I'm not doing that, but I'm definitely going to get a Kobe Bryant auto somebody. So in the meantime, I got a couple of his rookie cards that are not signed. I guess this is the next best thing, right? 96 Topps, 96 Stadium Club. Pretty cool cards, both good condition. 9 and 8 out of 10. Yeah, you know, I didn't have them. Thought it'd be cool to have them. Not really expensive cards or anything like that, but you know. Also, a couple of these are part of other deals, which I'll get into later. But you know, anytime you can pick up a Kobe for cheap, that's not bad. So I said these are the next best thing to having a Kobe auto. And then I thought about, you know, what other autos can I get that are not crazy expensive, right? Well, how about a Shaq auto? Maybe the Shaq auto is the next best thing. I don't know. I am actually shocked at how cheap Shaq cards are. Going into this, I thought about Shaq, but you know, let's talk about my Lakers history for a second. I would say the 2008 to 2012 range is where I watched a ton of Lakers. Basically, the Kobe Gasol era is where I really watched a lot of Lakers. So Shaq had left the team already, and I guess like Shaq's one of the greatest players of all time, and I can't believe how cheap this card was. I was honestly shocked at going around all this Shaq cards, how cheap they were. I think he's undervalued, honestly. This card's numbered to 850. Okay. But I don't know how this guy is so cheap. So I thought for sure I'm just going to pick up any reasonably priced Shaq autos I can get. And this was one of them. Really cool card. This is 2002, 2003 Topps Chrome. On card auto. Seems reasonable to me. Well, I picked that up, but then I also picked up his Magic autograph. On card from 94, 95 Topps. I mean, I'm happy to have these, you know, like I didn't pay much for them, and I have 2 Shaq autos on card. I don't know how these aren't going to go up in value at some point down the line. I don't. So this was one player I definitely thought I want to pick up, because compared to Kobe cards are just ridiculously priced. So there you go. I started thinking after I picked these up, well, what other players, because I like baseball, I like a little bit of basketball, not a ton, but mostly baseball. I thought, what other players that I liked and watched are potentially undervalued and I could pick up, you know? Well, scrolling around, I found a Randy Johnson on card auto. Big Seattle Mariners fan growing up. I watched Randy Johnson in the 90s. obviously, because he was on the same team as Griffey. The 90s Mariners teams were insane. Basically my favorite baseball teams ever. And Randy Johnson feels undervalued to me. I couldn't believe how cheap this card was. This is actually a game used jersey piece and a on-card auto number to 51, Randy Johnson. Immaculate collection. Now he's on the Diamondbacks here, but you know he won a championship on the Diamondbacks, right? So I remember watching that World Series, and I was like, that's pretty cool. I mean, super cool card, super cheap. I mean, comparatively cheap compared to a lot of the other autos that you see walking around. Really, I mean, Hall of Famer. I'll accept that. I'll take this all day. Cool card, love it. I picked up this other card here. Speaking of guys that, you know, speaking of Hall of Fame, I have a Mike Tyson auto now. Mike Tyson is, it's weird because, you know, again, another guy I grew up on, Mike Tyson's Punch Out in the 80s and 90s, right? As a kid, one of the best games there was. And he was heavily involved in wrestling and stuff, which I was also into. Kind of controversial now because that Jake Paul thing was BS, but you know, it is what it is. It's still Mike Tyson. This card's interesting for a couple reasons. It says Hall of Fame, has the auto, but this is actually not the Boxing Hall of Fame. This is actually the WWE Hall of Fame. So he was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2012. I thought that was really cool, actually. This is a Leaf card. So when I saw this card, I'm like, oh, cool, Boxing Hall of Fame, Mike Tyson? No, it's actually WWE Hall of Fame, Mike Tyson. That's kind of cool. I don't know. I think it's cool. I mean, those of you who watch a lot of wrestling know that him and Stone Cold got into it back in the 90s, and that was like a big thing for WWE. That was like a game-changing thing for them back in the day. So, yeah, I have a Mike Tyson auto now. That's kind of cool. I still think that Jake Paul was BS, but whatever. Speaking of wrestling, as some of you know, I was going in. I have a really nice Hulk Hogan auto card, and I'm looking for the Hollywood Hogan auto card that just came out in 2025 Topps Chrome, I believe it is. In the meantime, I couldn't find that. I couldn't find any NWO Hulk Hogan cards. But I found another big auto. I found a Roman Reigns auto. Really cool card. Ringside action signatures. It's kind of cool. This is 2022 Select Panini. SmackDown. Okay. This is cool. I mean, Roman Reigns, he almost broke Hulk Hogan's record for holding the championship the longest until he lost to Cody Rhodes, of course. But he's going to go down as one of the all-timers. He's main evented so many WrestleManias. It's just, I don't know how he can't. Just awesome wrestler. He had a lot of haters, but the dude is really good. He was pushed for a reason to the top. The only thing I don't like about this card is I don't like his autograph. He just signs it RR with like a little X on the end. I don't know. I guess like they tell wrestlers to sign in their, sign however they want, sign their ring name. But personally, I kind of wish they would put maybe their ring name and their real name there. I don't know. Maybe that's just me nitpicking. Or at least if he's going to sign Roman Reigns, spell out Roman Reigns, you know what I mean? That's my only problem with some of these autos is they don't. It's like, sign your whole name, dude. Come on. But I get you. He probably signed a ton of these, and he just wants to get through it, kind of thing. I get it. It's fine. But And Roman Reigns auto, I can't complain about that. As far as wrestling autos go, I have some of my favorites. I have like Hulk Hogan, AJ Styles. I'll probably get a couple of the women wrestling. Oh, I have Sasha Banks, Mercedes, um, Roman now. I'd like to get maybe a Daniel Bryan or something like that. Just some of the ones that my favorites, some of the ones that mean something to me. I'm not gonna start going crazy on wrestling. Just the peak ones, I would say. And that's kind of my goal here with a lot of these cards. Meaning, if I just go back to some of these, you look at the pattern here on a lot of these guys. It's like the pattern is just, these are all people who meant something to me, either growing up or just in general over the last, 10 to 20 years, right? So, can't complain about any of these pickups. Speaking of things that mean something to me, like I said, if anything caught my eye walking around the show, I was going to pick it up. Growing up, I don't know if any of you played the video game GoldenEye. One of the best video games ever made, in my humble opinion. The movie is also very good. Well, I found these. It's weird. Movie cards are weird. Like actor cards, right, are weird because, again, I don't go deep on actors, right? Or even movie cards or anything like that. But if it's something that really speaks out to me, I'll grab it. This is James Bond and Natalia from the movie. This is from GoldenEye, Pierce Brosnan's first 007 James Bond movie, which is an awesome movie. In my opinion, one of the best Bond movies. Not as good as a couple of the Daniel Craig ones, but it's definitely up there. It's in my top 3, I would say. I would say my 3 favorite Bond movies are Skyfall, Casino Royale, and then GoldenEye. It's probably my top 3. But this is a really cool, hollow Pierce Brosnan card. And then Isabella, right on card auto. That's sick. I just thought that was cool. So why did I pick these up? Best video game ever made. Well, top 5 video game ever made. I shouldn't over exaggerate. Grew up jamming this game like crazy, and I just had to pick these up. They weren't too expensive, honestly. Super cool. So I said I don't do a lot of movie collecting. Well, there was one card. There's an autograph of one particular person I did want, and I was specifically looking for it, and I was like, I'm not gonna find that, Well, I did find it. Ian McDermott, Emperor Palpatine autograph. I was actually very surprised I found this. He's old. He's not going to be around forever. But damn, is he good in Star Wars? He is my favorite Star Wars character, for sure. Especially in the prequels. The prequels, Palpatine is just an unbelievable character. If anyone, it's just everything about it is just so perfect. I was really happy to get this number to 50. What set is this from? This is Topps. I don't know what year this is. I want to say it's in the 2020s, though. It doesn't actually have the year on it. I'll have to check that. But, super cool card, number to 50. Ian McDermott auto. Yeah, I've been wanting an autograph of this guy for a while, and I just never really... online you see them posted for way over what they should be. This I got for a very good price, and I was really happy with it. So, super cool. Love it. But like I said, I'm not going to be collecting a ton of movies stuff. Just the ones that mean a lot to me. I might pick up one or two Star Wars autos if I see them, because Star Wars is top for me. But I don't know. We'll see. And again, if something comes to my eye, I'll pick it up. I don't want to go too crazy picking up everything. Just stuff that really hits my eye. And yeah, to hit my eye, I got it. So I said that I wasn't going to go to the trading card game section, but there was one or two cards I was interested in. Particularly the Magic Final Fantasy set. For those of you who don't know about the Magic Final Fantasy set, it just came out recently and it instantly sold out, and it's worth everything in the set's worth a ton of money, basically. Particularly the Surge foils and the sealed product is worth a ton of money. Way more, because there's none left. You can't even buy it in stores. I wanted some of the Final Fantasy VI Surge foils. In fact, I want all of them. The only one I saw, because I was running out of time, by the time I got to that left side on the in the show floor, I was kind of running out of time, so I sped through the TCG section just to see if I could find any of the Final Fantasy cards. I found a couple, and this is one of them. I found a Terra Herald of Hope Surge foil. I don't know. I don't really play Magic anymore. I played Magic pretty competitively for, like, I don't know, 10, 15 years at least. And I don't really play it much anymore. Just don't have as much time as I used to. There's just too many games nowadays, was the other thing. But damn, this card's pretty. This is from my favorite video game of all time. And I really want to get all this. I collect Final Fantasy VI, just cards in general. And I really wanted to get this. So the dealer that had this card had 2 copies of it. I looked at both pretty well, and this one was the best, the most well-centered one, and the best condition one. It looks gem mint. It looks like a 10. So I am definitely going to be sending this to PSA at some point soon, and hoping to get the 10 back. Maybe I'll make a video of that whenever I do that. But just an awesome card. I still want to get the Celeste and the, I think there's there's 1 or 2 others. I'm probably gonna see to grab, but I was really happy to get this. Super cool. All right, and then I only got 1 other card. Well, technically 2. I was actually. Let me set this up. There's 1 big card I've always wanted, for years now. And it's a little bit pricier card. You know, I don't typically like spending, you know, 4 figures or more on cards, unless it's a really big card that I'm just gonna sit on for a long time. Cause I'm not a flipper, right? I'm not trying to flip these cards for money. I'm buying them because I like them. They make me happy, kind of, and I'm just gonna sit on for a while and chill, you know. And so I picked up, this was by far the biggest pickup of the show for me. I picked up a 1956 Jackie Robinson. This card is so sick. Yeah, this is by far the biggest pickup for me of the show. I'll give you a little history of this card. I mean, for people who don't know, you know, Jackie Robinson had cards from, I believe it was 1948 to 1956. So this was basically the last year card that was made of him. I believe this, I want to say his first card was 48 Leaf. You know, I'm sure there'll be people in the comments that tell me otherwise, but I think it was 48 Leaf. This is 56 Tops. This is my favorite card of his. Now it's not obviously it's not the most expensive card of his. I mean, some of his earlier stuff in the 40s goes for, you know, 15, 20 plus $1,000. And even higher than that, depending on condition. Cards this old are super condition sensitive, right? So this card goes sky high if it gets up to 9 range, right? But there's not that many 9s out there because this card is what, 70 years old? What is this? 60? What's, yeah, basically almost 7 years old. Wait a second, what is that? 50 years plus 20. Yeah, it is 7 years old. So you're not going to get this card in great condition most of the time. So finding cards this old in amazing condition, you're talking tons of money. I got it in a 5.5, which is great. The eye appeal on this card is really, really great. I'll see if I can get it close to the camera so you can see, but it's, the corners are really good, the edges look really good, the surface looks amazing. I expected this card really well. Look at the back here. This is the white back. There's 2 versions of this card, the white back and the gray back. I wanted the white back just because it's a little, I think it's a little more rare and it looks cool. The centering is like, a lot of the times the cards this old are way off center. So this picture is like way off to the left, up, right. This looks really nice. It's slightly tilted, but honestly, it looks freaking amazing to me. This card, why did I want this card? I always wanted the Jackie Robinson card, an original card from back in his playing days. It just feels like a piece of history to me, you know what I mean? This card is awesome too because I really like the picture he's sliding into home. That's sick. Also, I love the back of this card because Dodgers won the 55 World Series, so this was the card that was made after they won the World Series. I love this. There it says, all the guys are just like patting him on the back around him. His fine playing helped Brooklyn win the 55 series. How sick is that? Like, think about, like, this card couldn't have been made much, you know, too many years before this. I mean, first black guy in the majors, I mean, having a bunch of white guys pat this guy in the back, this couldn't have been done before him. You know, this was like unthinkable, like not before Jackie Robinson came into the game, you know. So, just this, I mean, this is just a sick card in my opinion. I don't know. I love this card. I mean, just holding this card makes me happy. I don't know. So super awesome, super stoked I got this card. You know, I don't know what else to say about it. It's just a sick card. So definitely my coolest pickup of the show. I like how it has his lifetime stats there. This was his last card, so all the stats there. Super cool. Dodger Immortal won the NL batting crowd in 49. Very cool. Stolen base king twice. Yeah. There you go. Jackie. Very cool. I got one more thing to show, and that I picked up. I don't like buying sealed product because honestly, sealed product a lot of times is a waste of money. It's you're gambling, and I never win when I am rolling the dice, as people who play poker with me know. But no, I'm just kidding. But I got a couple of sealed products. I have 2 of these. These are the Keepsake Edition Bruce Lee Anniversary boxes. These are interesting to me because I've seen these around, and I don't know what I think about them. But I'm going to open them here on camera right now so y'all can see what I'm getting in real time. I paid $50 a box for these. And they're each one pack with one Bruce Lee relic card. So when I was talking to the guy about these, because the company was there, or at least I believe it was Keepsake was there, yeah. He had out a lot of they had laid out a lot of the possible relic cards you can get, and there's actually handwritten letters and autos from Bruce Lee supposedly in this set. Bruce Lee, one of my all-time heroes for sure. It's crazy that he died in his 30s before I was born, and this guy is just still one of the greats. I would love to have something written by this guy. Unfortunately, I have a feeling I'm going to get a bunch of crap in this, and that's, sealed products to me are always like really scam. I'm playing Powerball right now. We're playing the lottery. But let's just open one of these, and we'll open both of these on camera and see if I get anything good. Let's just do this in real time, so you guys can see what we're dealing with here. All right, let's go. Let's get the Bruce Lee autograph card, right? Let's open this thing up here. There we go. All right, here we go. Exciting, right? All right, so I got nothing else in there. All right, what is this? Keepsake edition. I mean, that's kind of cool. I mean, it's a cool little box. All right, here we go. I mean, I guess this is the pack. I don't know if I rip anything, or this is just what this is considered the pack. We're about to find out. Okay, here we go. Let me open this thing. Okay, here we go. Oh no, there is a pack in here. And what is this? What the heck is this? If I can get this out. Is this my relic card? Aikido and the Dine 274, numbered to 50, laser signet patch. Okay, what is this? What is this? You've received an authentic relic card of Bruce Lee. Card contains an actual piece of Bruce Lee's personal book, Aikido and the Dynamic Sphere. This book contains Bruce Lee's personal chop signature, his stamp signature, and his personal stamp with the Seattle, Washington address. Okay. A piece of his personal book. Aikido and the Dynamic Sphere? Huh. Numbered to 50? So, interesting. So this was I'm gonna have to look up this book later, but I guess this was a book in his collection that's, I guess they acquired, and then they decided to cut it up and put it into relic cards? Is that what this is? I have no idea. I mean, huh. Well, I did not get the signature, I'll tell you that, or his personal stamp. I got a piece of the book. Interesting. I will look this up later. It's interesting. Let's open this pack. What is this? 4 cards per pack. There's short printed inserts and rare relic cards. Okay, we'll see about that. Anything else I can do here? We'll see what we get here. All right. Let's see what we got. Ooh, look at that. That's cool. I mean, that's just a cool picture. It's like a mirror. It's like a mirror, right? How cool is that? Like you can see, you can even see the, you can see the camera there. Okay, there's another cool Bruce Lee picture. What the? That's really cool. Another Bruce Lee, like a little mirror picture there. And then we got another Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon. That's cool. Okay, well, what do the back of these look like? Let's have a little Bruce Lee quote on them. I mean, you know, these are all base cards, but they all look cool. Put them up there. Oh, looks cool. They're like mirrors. Like mirrors. Okay, well, I guess $50. I mean, I probably didn't get my money out of it, but it was a cool open. Let's try one more. Let's try one more of these. We'll see if we can get an autograph. Let's do this. Superbreaksports.com. Okay. Let's rip it open here. All right, here we go. All right. How about this time we'll keep the relic seat. We'll do the relic last. So let's just open this up. Here's our pack. I'm gonna hide this so we don't see it. We'll do that last. That's the hit. I'll do that last. Let's just do the pack first this time. Put this aside. All right. Let's see if we can get something good here. Something good. Right, give me an insert card or something. Right? Get an insert card. Here we go. Okay, there's it's a Bruce Lee little mirror, little picture there. Okay. Okay, there's another one. This is from Game of Death. Before it was never released because he died before it came out. I have seen the what was released of it with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and I mean even just what was released is cool. But it never got released. This is kind of cool. This looks like Enter the Dragon here, I believe. And this is the last card here. First ever. I don't know what that means. Okay. Well, all right. And here we go. Let's see what we got. And we got a... What is this? Let's see if I can get this out. Okay. What the hell is this? This is Mung Bead Gem Relic. What in the world? There's a little rock in there. And then what is this? This is a little pebble, and this is something. Number 50 of 50. Okay. What the hell is this? You receive it. This card contains actual beads from a bag Bruce Lee would punch to strengthen his fists and hands. A 6mm green onyx. What in the hell? Huh. So they got his punching bag and made a ton of cards out of it? Huh. I don't know how I feel about that. What is this? I'm assuming that's part of it too. Huh. Actual beads. So I guess this is 2 beads? I don't know. So I have part of his book and part of his punching bag. I mean, this one has a laser signet patch on it. That's kind of cool. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, you know, I'll process this, but you know, I probably didn't get my money, but I guess they're cool pieces. I don't know, like, you know, not quite something that he hand wrote. That would have been the best pull, but I don't know, they're okay. I don't know if I'd buy another one or not. I'm gonna probably look online and see what else what other kind of stuff there is like this. But I'm assuming the stuff that he hand wrote is the pricey stuff, and it's just hard to find. I guess there's 50 different relics, so interesting, huh? Okay, well, there you go. That was that's all I got. That was my West Coast card show. Yeah, I thought it was a great show. Show was awesome. I had tons of fun. I was the 7 or 8 hours I was there flew by like nothing. I wish I had more time. I felt like I had to rush a little bit. I was definitely running a few times, kind of skipping through, trying to, you know, make sure I saw everything. I wanted to make sure I saw everything before I got out of there. But yeah, I guess that was it. I'll definitely be back for more card shows. I love card shows. I think they're super fun. I guess anything I didn't get. I mean, there was a Tiger. There's two autos I specifically want, and I'm going to be targeting on my next you know, shows. I want a Tiger Woods auto on card and a Kobe Bryant on card auto. I did see a Tiger Woods auto. It was like a hollow auto. I should have picked it up and looked at it and made an offer, but it was so early in the show. I was like, you know what? I'll see more. I never really saw more that I wanted to get. I should have went back for it. But problem is sometimes you see something, you really like it, you just have to pick it up and look at it right away. So if I had more time, I might have came back with a Tiger Woods auto, but that's okay. So Tiger and Kobe are gonna be my targets next time. But yeah, super happy, no complaints. Yeah, guess that's all I got. I'll be back for more. And thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And you know, I'll see you guys next time.